Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of The Cat Lady. Hopefully, this will come through alright. What I'm trying to do is catch up. I've been streaming this game 16-bit, and I want to try to get up to a certain point in 32-bit so that I can continue streaming it with higher quality, because there's a lot that you miss when you play it in 16-bit. Like, a lot of the shadows don't work correctly and things like that. So, hopefully this will work out, because if it doesn't, I'm going to lose a whole lot of game data. This is made by Harvester Games. It's an indie game. They recently got enough votes for it to be green-lighted on Steam, or green-lit, I guess would be the correct term, on Steam. So you should be able to buy it from Steam. For the time being, you can buy it directly from the website. If you just search for Cat Lady Game online, it'll be on harvesterindygames.com, I believe is the website. So download it and play it, because it's kind of fun, actually. So, without any further ado, let's start this bitch.
My name is Susan Ashworth. I live alone in this old two-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside. Some would say it's a lonely life, and I guess that's true, but I don't like people's company. Not lately, anyway. I only trust my cats these days, and I will miss them dearly, but they will understand, like they always have. Teacup stays with me till the end. He watches me, as if he knew.
That looks like my cat Casey, by the way.
Because earlier tonight, I swallowed a whole bunch of pills. They're legal, of course, prescribed by my doctor for my sleeping problems. But I've taken 34 of them, all I could find in the cupboard, and now the room around me spins in a blurry tango as my heart slows down. Any second now, I will be dead. I feel calm. I'm ready for it. I've only got one thing to say now. Thanks for nothing. Goodbye.
Chapter 1. House in the Woods. Now, in case you couldn't tell, this is considered a horror game. It's more of a psychological thriller, I think, more than a horror game, though there's some pretty creepy imagery in here. And there's a lot of jump scares as far as sounds are concerned. They really rely on sound in this game. The animation's very simple. It's kind of a comic book style, but at the same time it's really complex. I don't know how to describe it. You just have to look at it. And I'm sure many of you who are watching this have seen this before. You might have found mine because you've watched somebody else's and it led you here. Whatever. I don't mind. I'm not going to do a whole lot of explaining about the choices that I make, or at least I don't think I will. I may. I don't know yet. But this has to do with suicide, and I've got a lot of personal experience with it, both through school. I'm a psychology major, or I have a degree, and through friends and whatnot, and depression. So I try to make my choices based on my experience and my knowledge. So that's basically how this is going to go. Okay, alright, so you can walk. Yay. I do like the detail, like her hair, when you go a certain way, her hair blows. I already know that you can't go to the left, so. Have to walk into the wind. I apologize for any lag. That usually stops after the first part of the game. It's just that the environment at the beginning is so rich that it really screws with my RAM. We have a shack. Okay, press up to open interactions menu. Cycle through available options with up and down. Press enter to confirm. Okay. Let's examine it. I feel strangely drawn to this place. I must find a way to unlock this padlock and get inside. Well, clearly, I can't enter. Yeah. Alright, let's continue onward, see what's this way. I will say that this game starts out very slow. When I was streaming it, everybody was like, what the hell is this? And then once you actually get further in where you're actually in the meat of the game, the point of the game, I guess, it starts moving faster and you have to start making decisions and completing actions and solving puzzles, and it becomes a lot more interesting at that point. Basically, this here is the pre-credits. Chapter 1 is basically pre-credits, so. And we are in a parking garage, where lots of bad shit has gone down, apparently. Damn shame about that hot rod. That is a nice paint job. Okay, I'm going to give you a for instance as far as the difference between 32-bit, and 16-bit. This is 32-bit, and the light you can see the different shades of contrast and brightness when the light is flashing. When you're playing this as 16-bit, sorry, my phone just went off. When you're playing this as 16-bit, it's just this big white blob that blocks everything out when it flashes. And it's just ridiculous. Like, you lose so much when you play this in 16-bit. And there are flashing lights in almost every scene at the beginning. So a lot of stuff was getting washed out. Clearly I'm in a very safe structure. R. Mikowski's game. See, and there's another one of those lights. Okay, again with the interactions menu. Ambulance. Examine. It's all covered in stuff. I can't go any further. This ambulance is blocking access to the tunnel exit. Maybe there is no exit at all. Can I open the door? Let's see what's inside. It's locked. Alright.
Huh? What's making that noise?
Of course, let's go check out the noise in the ambulance, Susan.
Hello? Who's there? Answer me.
It's me! What a nice surprise. I only have one option. Look closer. It's me. My cold dead body right in front of my eyes. What is it doing here? Yep, that's me, alright. I have a lot of options here. I'm gonna go through them all. Just because, you know, how else are you gonna know what all is going on? I look so calm. Ew. Why is my neck creaking like that? Open eyes. Oh, I don't want to do that. My eyes, just about the one thing I liked about myself. Even now, they still shine a little. Okay, open the mouth. There's a fucking key in my mouth. Fabulous. Is that a key in her mouth? In my mouth? I'd better take it with me. That is a great position to leave yourself in. I didn't even hit leave, but apparently, okay, it did it for me. Now, one complaint that a lot of my viewers had, and one complaint that I do have, and I know that part of it's frame rate, and the game still actually moves pretty smoothly even when the frame rate is low. It slows itself down, I think, is what it's doing. But the action is so slow when Susan is walking. When you're just doing this back and forth thing, it's like freaking molasses. Like, come on. Can we move a little faster? That's really my only complaint. Okay, and this is a cutscene. Run, bitch, run! And I'm okay. Praise Jeebus. Don't think I want to stand there and look at that too long. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the key to the padlock on the shed. There's that blinking light again. Oh, it looks so much better in 32-bit. I cannot believe I played this in 16. Well, I mean, I had a reason, obviously, but... That is some nasty wreckage right there. And suddenly a deer. Hello, deer. Nyert, nyert. Now clearly I need to follow this deer. The game is giving me some pretty clear instructions here. Follow the slightly blurry deer into the forest. Well, okay then. I guess I will. I think I'm actually going to open... Can I open my inventory? Thank you. Go ahead and open this first. Planks. The hole has been boarded up with these planks. The sign underneath says emergency power switch, danger. Well, I know that I'm not going to be able to pull those off. There's definitely something there. I can't tell for sure, but it looks like a switch. Okay. Whoever has that heartbeat needs to take some medication, because that's a really irregular heartbeat. Examine. Too long a sacrifice can make a stone of the heart. Would it take another sacrifice to turn it back? Maybe I'm being silly. This is just some old machinery after all. Cannot switch it on. How strange. There doesn't seem to be a single switch or button on this machine. How do you turn it on? Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this set here in the interest of time. And next time we're going to leave the shed and follow the deer and see what happens. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more Cat Lady. Dun dun dun!